Hi, this is Paul Schwartz for NewYorkPost.com inside the Giants practice facility. Pretty cold outside, nice and warm in here. I mean, the Giants obviously responded to critics, to everything, any outside forces, with an overwhelmingly strong and dominant performance in Washington against the Redskins. Really, they were never challenged in that game, and it's just what the Giants needed. They needed a feel-good game. You know, they've won a few games here. They've beaten the Cowboys, they've beaten the Falcons, but they weren't total feel-good games. You know, defensively, they didn't play a very strong game in some of those games. This was a total offense, defense, special teams. It was really an A-plus performance all around, and it should springboard the Giants into their final two games, and certainly the one coming up on Sunday.
We feel, we got to win these games. We don't want to think about the alternative. We feel that every game now is huge, and we got to go out there and play our best football.
So it's very important the Giants obviously take care of their own business, and that starts Sunday against the Carolina Panthers. As far as the keys to the game, my first key is Steve Smith. No, not the Giants Steve Smith, the Panthers Steve Smith. He's the guy who makes them go. He's a small, short, quick receiver. He's their emotional fire plug, really. Jake Delhomme will not be the quarterback. Moore is now their quarterback. They run the ball well. If Williams can't play, Jonathan Stewart will carry the load. He's a terrific second running back, has almost 1,000 yards. They do want to run the ball, but they get their big plays with Steve Smith. My second key is Julius Peppers. I mean, the guy was devastating. He's had a good season, but not a great season. But last week against the Vikings, he just destroyed Brett Favre. So much, though, that Brad Childress, the Vikings coach, tried to get Brett Favre off the field because he feared for his safety. They need to keep Peppers out of the backfield and keep him off Eli Manning because he can do real damage. And my third key to this game is just really remember what Giants Stadium is all about. Like I said, this is the last time the Giants will play a game there. It's called Giants Stadium for a reason.
This season is important, in its own right, but when you think about the history of it, it does take on extra importance, and it'll probably hit us on the field when they announce it before the game, and that's very big for the fans, and we would love to, to win one for them, for Giants Stadium in the last game, and also for the importance that this season has to each fan too.
I think the Giants, as players, have to remember, what does that mean? What does playing in Giants Stadium mean? This is the last time they'll do it for the fans. It's a playoff type game. I'm sure it'll be a playoff type atmosphere. They have to win the game as really a kind of a going away present to the stadium and the fans. For NewYorkPost.com, this is Paul Schwartz.